Hey everybody, what is going on? And share this out on social media. Alright, I'm gonna do things at once. We are here in London. Julian Assange near the Houses of Parliament. It's a human chain. It's up. So they put the, but that is a statue of Churchill, and there's a Julian Assange right there. So this is a free Assange rally, and that is the Houses of Parliament across the street from over there. That's Big Ben. It's Big Ben. It's a human chain, and so they gave everybody this. It's free Assange. So. London. Thank you. Let me do it. I'll so hey everybody, share this out in your social media. It's a human chain. It is amazing. Try to get some interviews if we can.
When ruination followed. He told you about atrocities committed by your rulers behind your back. What do you think of that? They hate him for telling you that. You're not supposed to know stuff like that. Not in our democracy. So how are you going to know who to vote for if you don't have information on the things being done behind your back by your rulers? That is why you must free Julian Assange. It should be the duty of every man and woman and anybody else for that matter to inform their fellows when vicious things are carried out behind their backs, to report serious crime to them. That should be a common decency. And in order to allow that to happen, there should be a law, and that law should unconditionally protect a person informing his fellows of crime. But we have no such law. They destroy people for telling the truth. Not only do we need people to observe this obligation, but we need a publisher to be able to inform our fellows about this news that we give them. And that was the role of Julian Assange. They hate him. They hate him because he's exposed the real nature of the people who rule you. That is why you must stand up, because you know you are human beings. And to a human being, injustice to one is injustice to all. You are all the victims of injustice. Do you not realize this? You are not allowed to know about crimes committed by the people you elect. What the hell kind of a country is this? Stand up and demand absolutely the release of Julian Assange and the punishment of people who commit war crimes and the punishment of all the people who have conspired to shut his mouth and shut Chelsea Manning's mouth and shut your ears. You are not supposed to know this stuff. It's time you told them that you damn well will. Free Julian Assange. Free the truth. Free Julian Assange.
Free Julian Assange!
So we're just going to walk around like Hillary and show everybody basically who's here. So I'm going to just turn this around.
Report it in your paper.
So you can see.
Can I give you one of these to go around?
Yeah, but so is mine. Look at it now.
Julian Assange lag
free speech. Does that work that way? I think that works. You want to have a little quick look over there? Having a picture taken.
So that was Press TV. That's Iranian TV that was covering it. I haven't seen. I'm just starting, but I haven't seen BBC or CNN. Press TV is here. RT America would be here, but they got shut down.
She said about 1:30. There's going to be signs.
Did you know how much? No, you're just going around.
Think about it. I know every serious investigative journalist anyway. That's what
Okay.
Did you get all that? Good, thank you.
Jeremy, should we get a photo?
That's Jeremy Corbyn.
Jeremy, let's take a photo of you.
Wow. So folks, we just couldn't quite hear it, but that was Jeremy Corbyn talking about why Julian Assange should be free. Just saw Jeremy Corbyn speaking about why Assange should be free.
There you are.
Jeremy Corbyn, railroaded by the UK political system. Just like Bernie was. I don't think Jeremy capitulated as much as Bernie.
Policy questions, that's the way to resolve it. Not by studying t-shirts. Because you want to do more damage to the movement. Well, and that was what I kept saying to them. They have got money. Somebody's selling. Have they with them?
I didn't even know they were used to. So the organisation. You must have that. I didn't know. Gina, est-ce que the stone which is going to be
Let's go and see.
So interview again?
We just saw Jeremy Corbyn chanting "Free Julian Assange." This isn't some little rally, man. This is thousands of people surrounding the whole building. Jeremy Corbyn. We're going to show you the whole thing, and then we're going to maybe get some interviews.
Oh, it's 10 minutes, but there's a gap. Right.
The plan is you'll hear a megaphone siren going, and that will signal to hold hands.
get on with it. But I've been chatting to like lots of my friends.
Can we have a few of you want to go around the back or over the bridge? We're just too bunched up here. We don't have enough for the back. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone fancy a walk to the bridge? We've got to go all the way around. Right in front. It's such a conveyor.
You look so hot with it as well. Take care.
Thank you.
Nice shirt, my friend.
Oh, is it?
Yes, please.
Investigating the whole thing further. No.
The Scottish one as well.
Outstanding, thank you.
So is an instruction in what?
No, it's just a split up, so we're not too tight. But I thought we had a bit.
So we're seeing like countries represented from all over the world. Here's some artwork. Let's just see this.
Yeah, I know. It's a small world as well.
Taking Granny out of the cold. That's all fine. Granny's expensive. All right.
I'll be phone with the camera in it, yeah.
It's a bargain. I don't guarantee for 40p we actually bring down.
So they're, I think they're making some kind of announcement. They're trying to, because the bulk of the people are back on that main corner, and they want to people to connect. There's a spot on the other side of Parliament apparently where there isn't as many people, so they're trying to get it completely filled in. Because then they're going to give a sign or like an air horn, and then everyone will join hands. That is the plan that I just heard from the organizers. Also helps if you guys share this out on your social media right now that I'm live. This will help. I can't simulcast because I'm on my phone. Otherwise, I would be simulcasting on Rockfin, but I cannot. So we're on CIA Tube right now, which they're gonna love to hold me. So now going through the park.
Anyone that can.
So no, we don't have so much. Yeah. So when you say, I do have a percentage, like, okay, could have got it.
where you are.
One thing I've learned in a lot of rallies and stuff, I have a backpack, gotta stay hydrated. Just to give you a sense of where we're at. So right there, those are the Houses of Parliament, I'm told. And now we're in the park. And I think what is happening is they're literally just trying to spread out all the people so that the human chain can connect.
Just stretch out a bit, then I think we'll make the chain all the way around.
That's going to be able to stretch out.
I think Westminster, yeah. I think Westminster.
That's why they tried stuff.
This is what I was fighting when I was young. And I thought...
And they probably will wait to make sure that
It may be steel. Yeah. They may have steel.
Oh yeah, there we are.
That's it.
Inside.
I know, I can never do it either. Not at all. No, not at all. That is
We shall overcome someday. We shall live in peace. We shall live in peace. We shall live in peace someday. Oh, deep in my shall overcome someday. We shall all be free.
Julian Assange! Julian Assange! Join Assange! Join Assange! Join Assange! Julian Assange! Julian Assange! Julian Assange!
Britain has been very clever.
This is spectacular how long this line is. This is spectacular. We're gonna go over that bridge. This is spectacular. How many people are here? This is a huge statement. This is amazing.
I know, we are a rabble, but you see, the thing is, the people who are organising are a rabble as well.
Sorry. It's probably the best part, to be honest.
Oh, you. Is that what she wants us to do?
Okay. So, all right, you guys, I want to show you this. On this bridge, and if you back to over my shoulder, that's the other bridge, and there's people going all the way around that, back to where we started. I want to walk around the whole thing. Just wanted to show everybody how many people are here. So that bridge right there, and all along here, that's how many people here. It goes all the way around like that. We're gonna walk the whole thing.
Drawing up to
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Not on the laptop, we have like a... Read Julian Assange?
Yeah, brother.
Yeah, no, trust.
It's quite very well on there, is
It's still something with The only thing I don't like...
These guys in the fight going around bullying everybody.
Oh, wow, I missed that.
We're there are the Houses of Parliament behind me, so we're literally, this is just the halfway point of people. Isn't this amazing? This is the halfway point of people. There they are, all back there. So this is, it's amazing. This is really like inspirational. Nope. Sorry, I just dropped my phone for a second. Put my water bottle back in my backpack.
Anyway, so this woman invited him to it. Like, he initially said no because he had lots of them.
Thank you.
Do you want me to hold for a bit, or are you okay?
And then you start jumping on their head. Once they're
Really, you know? We just rather watch on TV and eat the spaghetti balls.
Oh, there's a five behind you.
Thank you.
Julian's just hanging out in a little pub by the pier.
You got one together. You got one. Oh, the abstract.
Oh, okay, really?
Nothing to do with anything, because I asked the guy. Is it like this?
We walked all the way around. They said, go to that for the bridge, but we thought, it's so busy.
Nice, man. Cool.
Kriege ich denn das ab?
Also du kannst nicht. Wenn der René wieder kommt, dann bringt es mir mal. Ich glaube, das ist so Fummelarbeit mit den Fingernägeln, oder?
Das habe ich nicht. Aber Fummel nicht gut.
That's Free Julian Assange in Germany. We've seen Australia, we've seen Scotland, we've seen Germany now.
I think Julian Assange has been wrongly imprisoned. He's been imprisoned now for over 3 years, having been sentenced to 1 year for breaking his bail conditions. So what's he doing in prison now? Just waiting for somebody to decide about the extradition. And I wrote back in May, on request of the Assange team, I wrote to the then Prime Minister Boris Johnson, I wrote to the Home Affairs Priti Patel, and it was just after they'd had the big journalist annual event in Washington, all of the the writers' dinner or the journalists' dinner or something, when Biden had said, oh, here we all are about free press. I thought, So I pointed that out to him in my letters, but it didn't do any good, did it? So we just have to try. I've been supporting Julian Assange ever since he was first charged in by the Swedes. I've signed petitions, I've made modest donations, but this is the first time I've been logistically able to come to a demo. That's right. It's all,
what was that all about? And then they shifted on something else.
It was all I put up top.
There's the pedophile building in the background.
That's the first.
Jake.
Yeah, exactly.
We did our own elections against the populist candidate Bernie Sanders that really would have helped the people. He didn't help Trump at all. How's it going, Graham? Graham Elwood.
I'm here with Gordon Dimmick, ladies and gentlemen.
How you doing, man?
I'm good, bro. How you doing, man?
It's good to meet you. So we're going to do a dual interview.
We've only done this online. Now we're doing it in person. I was hoping I'd run. I knew I was going to run.
I knew I was going to interview, so I was going to go around here. So I'm with you. How are you? Are you doing all right?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I literally started over there. I've been walking, just showing my audience the whole chain. I didn't realize it was going to be this much.
Yeah, I did. It's great. It's great. It's great to see.
I thought it was just going to be around that building. I didn't realize
No. I don't think they'd let us in the building. That's probably kills. You got that close, mate. How long are you here for? You come to your show on Wednesday?
Yes, I do. Yeah, I leave to 13 and I go to Dublin for a couple of days.
I've never been either. I've probably been swimming, won't you? I can't drink. Some October.
Oh, right on.
They're linking hands, everybody. We've got to join in.
Let's do it.
Right, so we'll join in between now.
Okay.
Yeah. Go on, I got you, mate.
So is it time? Is it time?
Free Julian Assange! 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 Free Julian Assange!
Free Julian Assange! Free Julian Assange! Free Julian Assange! Free Julian Assange! Free Julian Assange! Free Julian Assange!
It's all right. I can just grab it.
You got it?
Thank you.
Free Julian Assange! 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 Free Julian Assange!
Free Julian Assange!
Free Julian Assange.
Free Julian Assange!
This is amazing, man. This is
Fantastic.
Free Julian Assange!
This is the best experience. This is the best experience.
This is
It
insane.
made me so happy. When I went online, it said over 3,800 people. And honestly, Gordon, this has honestly made me so happy. I was so upset this morning. I thought, I swear to God, at least 5,000 people about it. There's got to be more than 5,000, haven't there?
So there's Gordon Dimmick, ladies and gentlemen. You can see this. It goes over my shoulder. It goes all the way back over that bridge.
You're independent.
Back across the Houses of Parliament. I don't know. This has got to be 5, 6, 7,000 people, maybe more.
There's not many of us.
What do you do with it? What do you do with the
I don't usually stream live on TikTok at the moment. Hey man, how's it going? You alright? Good to see you again.
Hi Graham.
Hey man, how are you, brother?
Hey, how's it going?
All right, yeah. Good. I'm a big fan of both of you.
Oh, right on, dude.
Yeah, you've come a long way. Wow.
Yeah, just to see me as well.
I know, I just
Right.
came to see Gordon.
Just to see
Free
me.
Julian Assange!
What we're here for?
Free Julian Assange! Free Julian Assange! Free
Well,
Julian Assange!
it's great to see the both of you here. It
Thanks,
really
brother.
is. It's made my day. Would you guys get a selfie?
Of course, man.
Of course, brother.
Free Julian Assange!
What's your name?
Free
John.
Julian Assange!
Nice to meet you.
Take a picture of you with him.
Yeah, please, if you could, yeah.
It better be simple, it's better straightforward. I'm not very technological, me.
Yeah. Gonna get it right. So yeah, you just press that button.
There we go, I've got a couple, darling. Check
lovely.
you got a decent one.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome, darling. Free Julian Assange! Free Julian Assange! Free Julian Assange!
Yeah, we're good.
You got it?
Yeah, we're good.
Look at that.
We're good. Thank you very much.
You got it, man.
Thanks for coming, mate. Thank you for coming, John.
I've been following you for years, mate. You're a legend. Absolutely, absolutely.
Julian Assange!
And you too. Goes without saying.
Thanks, man. I saw Jeremy Corbyn speaking over there.
Oh, really? He's here then?
Yeah, it was a big mass of people around him, but I videotaped him a little bit. I was like, oh, wait, is that?
Yeah, he's the one guy who's the one who's been, okay,
So, Gordon, you live here, you've been to a bunch of conferences. What is different about this one?
the amount of people that are here, and there's been a lot of headway in the media over here recently. Stella's been on with Piers Morgan recently, and she's obviously spoken to Jordan Peterson as well. She's been on with Russell Brand too. So there's, the word is getting out there. We can't rely on the mainstream media to do it, and they've ignored this for almost over a decade now. So it's incumbent on us to get the word out there, otherwise they're just going to continue lying about it and keeping him incarcerated in Guantanamo Bay.
Right.
But this today, the feeling is better. There's a more carnival atmosphere, and it's definitely more positive.
I mean, I've been to a couple of Assange rallies in the States, and, unfortunately, they were usually, 50 to 100 people. And that's because the media does a great job of suppressing it. But you see that, this is unbelievable. I mean, this is like...
There were thousands here. They would need 5,000 to link arms around here. And they're going all over that bridge there.
It goes, I just want everybody to understand, how far it goes over there, and then behind us, this bridge behind us, it goes back around. If you've joined the live stream from the beginning, I've walked the whole thing. Yeah, they came
Yeah.
from...
And it was
All the way behind,
Yeah.
all the way around.
Goes all the way through there, across these... it's across two bridges, that one and that one. So it This feels to me, when a handful of Assange rallies, like this is a big deal, and you can't deny this.
Hopefully the word is going to get out, but unfortunately the mainstream media do in this continuous, they control the narrative, and this is why it's so important that we keep fighting, even though it's a really hard struggle. I mean, you just have to imagine what Julian's been through during these times. I mean, I can't imagine such guys got things of steel would be in this.
I don't know how you don't. They're physically. That's what they do in isolation. They physically and mentally try to break you. And that's what they're trying to do. And the fact that he's still staying tough is where is that?
It's South London, so it's probably about an hour's underground train ride from here. It's the hell. I've been there many times. It's the most unforgiving place with the highest rules. They've got the worst murderers. There's a guy who you probably remember a terrorist who tried to chop the head off Lee Rigby, who was serving Fusilier, and he's in Belmont. It's the worst kind of place. Oh, right. Craig Hawley's there.
Oh, all right. Wow. Let me get that set up.
It's lovely. Go and say hello. He's a sweetheart.
Okay. Let me get him.
I'm Gordon's wife.
Oh, hey!
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Tell me your name.
A hitch.
Hitch.
As in hitchhike.
Right on.
Oh yeah, sorry, Graham, Hitch.
Yeah, we just.
Great. Good to see you. How are you? Yeah, we did it. There was thousands of people, and first time it's ever been done.
More or less than you realise.
This is Graham Elwood.
Hey, how you doing?
I know of Graham.
How are you, sir?
See him,
How? What is your impression of this rally today?
I think the bad thing is some of them say everyone feels here is an individual. We don't have any organisations or groups or companies. There's no individuals concerned about human rights. People realise the death that will include the
I think what was impressive is as I was walking up, they were just handing out these free Assange things, and there were just some people who I think were just tourists or didn't know much about this, and they were getting informed and went, "Whoa, wait a minute," and joined in, which I think that was impressive to me.
And I think things that people joined in today, which is lovely to see. And when you consider that the capital school they were closed down by transport strikes, I can remember I had to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning to get here. I think it's symptomatic the way that now the case becomes focused down and the misinformation has disappeared. People realise what it's about, but it is about nothing else but the information that shows around
I'm going to come back.
All right, my friend. Good to see you. That was awesome.
That guy who just gone past on the boat, that's a whistleblower called Calvin. He blew the whistle on the LUL. Because it's so very well respected. He blew the whistle on how much the government were paying labourers during the Channel Tunnel. He was one of the workers. And they ended up putting him in prison over a fabricated charge of him threatening to kill Boris Johnson. What they actually said was, what do I need to do to get some justice around here to kill Boris Johnson? And they took that as a threat to kill him, threw him in prison. The guy's been homeless and all sorts. That's justice for him in the United Kingdom. And hopefully one day his story will come out. The only publication that's published the story so far is I've obviously tried to get it out to Sputnik. The only people who've done it. People in this country, they took his statements and when they all of a sudden they were shut up. And now they pretend not to even notice it. Pretend not to even know. And he keeps doing what he's doing. Great.
Well, I'm going to ask you this. When you were on my show last time, you felt a little despondent.
Yes.
So how are you feeling now?
I'm much better. I took some time off, like you say. I've just started the cooking show that you mentioned, and I really enjoy that. Cooking and talking about Assange and talking about.
You can't even ride a fucking bike.
God damn, that's funny. Fuck the bike, you can't even ride a bike.
I just took some time off and recouped, and that's all it is. It's just when you've been doing this for 4 years, Graham, as you know, and especially in this country, the censorship is like it's off. You can't even imagine. And obviously, when you've got that level of censorship and that level, you can almost feel the focus off on you. You can almost send it looping, and you can certainly get really weirded out by people suspected of them, and you've almost become closed off. It's hard mentally to get through it, and then you just remind yourself, oh shit, you're nothing compared to the Julians, and you keep going, but it still takes time. I know so many Assange people I've met over the years, including every one of them has got some sort of because this is the fight of our life. This guy, if he's free, in 10, 20 years they're going to be building statues of him next to Nelson Mandela. That's how big it's going to be. And yet they're keeping the lid on it, they're keeping silence on it. It's gaslighting to a degree that you cannot possibly imagine. Because we know it's hard to keep saying, well, surely we're fighting for the truth and justice, aren't we? And then they'll say, no, he wasn't arbitrarily detained at all, no. He's not in Belmarsh because he's not being, psychologically tortured. Yes, he is. Now things are much better.
I love hearing that. I've had days like you've had when you were on my show, and for me it's surfing or whatever. You gotta find that thing. So I'm glad we're here.
Julian Assange!
There's got to be a news helicopter over there.
Yeah, it's been up there for a while. And
They'll probably say it's for Queen Elizabeth again.
I thought that funeral might still be going when I got here.
We went to it's so pathetic, it's so shameful. It was ridiculous. Was it not soul-killingly, crushingly embarrassing to be English? People queuing let's all cry over a really rich old German lady who died in a lap luxury. Fuck off. The weekend this is probably why they banned me from Twitter. The weekend that Prince Philip died, I was like, I don't give a shit that the old racist is dead. Right. And this woman's like, the behaviour of this account this weekend has been so upsetting. I was like, do you know what upsets me? The 130,000 people killed since 2017 by austerity. You silly cow.
Now is not the time.
Oh yeah, I know.
Oh yeah.
Like when John McCain died. Yeah, when John McCain died, now is not the time. Well, don't say he's a nice guy then.
Exactly. When is the time? When? We'll pencil it in. Tell us.
AOC and all them tweeted about, oh, he's such a good man. It's like, are you actually talking about the same person? The war criminal McCain.
Now's not the time.
Madeleine Albright.
Talk about gun control.
Yeah, it's not the time. So when should we talk?
Now is the prime time.
Actually, this is the reason.
This is the time.
Madeleine Albright was the one where they went 500,000 children had been killed. Was it worth it?
Yeah, we feel it is necessary.
Was it worth it? Yes.
Yeah, we feel it was.
Yeah.
She said that.
Live in the same reality
and that
as the
Anna
rest of us.
Kasparian film, because I used to watch that years ago, The Young Turks, and she met that Madeleine Albright hugging her like I was like that. Are you for real with this shit? And then she called for Julian Assange to be
It's shit now. It's got
They took money off Clinton, mate. Thank you, because
Yeah,
is he like, I don't know if he's live. I hope he's not live.
Yeah, we've both been live streaming.
Are you live streaming?
Yeah.
What are you live streaming on?
YouTube.
On YouTube?
Yeah, I have a show.
They love you.
They fucking love you, man. They love you.
Hi, Chad.
So if you see that, if you can kind of hear it and see it. That is I believe it's a police helicopter.
Where you go from Dublin then, Graham?
I go back to the States. I'm in New York, and then I got shows in New York, Madison, Detroit, Cincinnati, and then Chicago. I take my comedy special. My
So you're going for, how long is it that you're on the road for then?
It'll be 6 weeks by the time it's all said and done.
Wow.
So I come back from Chicago, I go to LA, and I edit my special. It's mostly political. It's like the whole act is me talking about.
Follow Graham on TikTok and on
Free Julian Assange! Free Julian Assange! Free Julian Assange! Free Julian Assange! Free Julian Assange!
YouTube is just Graham Elwood, Graham Elwood. I'm live streaming right now. Sorry, Graham.
Honestly,
Yeah,
it
they
gives me
are.
nightmares.
Elwood.
Yeah, they are. You're going to free.
Oh, that's it.
This pub afterwards, and I'm out of the pub. And I'm like, do you know what's happening to Assange? Crying my eyes out. She was like, can you come into the meeting? And I was like, no, she knows absolutely. I know it breaks my heart. She was in the basement, and I think it was pub thing, and it was like, she was showing the film. So I just went round to the side, because we've been in a march all day, and I was like, after a bit, I get too many people. Like, I need to get rid of them. So I just went to the side, and she like stood there. Lovely, small little lady. It's terrible what they do.
We know if that was it.
You already know about this then, don't you?
Right, then others.
So what's the chain then? Not be able to do anything about it.
Hi Peter, for those of you asking for the recipes in my chat, I'll post them on TikTok in the next week or so. I'm chanting. Your idea went down a storm, Graham.
What's that?
Your cooking idea went down a storm. I did a recipe for chips. It's got nearly 200,000 views on TikTok.
I'm telling you, dude. I'm telling you.
The next time I'm going to start putting messages about Julian and Edward Snowden and whatever in the middle of them.
Yes.
While these potatoes are boiling, it's just about to tell you how boiling furious I am.
That's what we have to do.
It's the only way you can get the message out.
I mean, I've thought about I started doing this character Saki, and I haven't done him in a while. Saki the Socialist, which is just a sock puppet that says anti-capitalist stuff. And I'm like, I think I should just do like sock puppet jokes and make it like that. You got to mask it in something, cooking or like funny cartoons that are just like, the war in Yemen's illegal, you know, with like cute animal characters or some shit.
Yeah, you can't tell the truth unless you've got some sort of quirk these days, can you?
You've gotta have a crazy angle, man. I love that the cooking thing's doing well.
It's gone down really well. Like I said, I got people in the chat asking for the recipes that I was doing the other night. So, yeah, it's fantastic.
I saw you on TikTok and I was like, holy shit, he's doing the cooking thing. I loved it. I love it.
It was good fun. It was really
great,
good fun.
and you're in a good mood.
I was in a good mood. I was doing it's exactly what I needed. Because obviously, when you're talking about this all the time, it gets so depressing.
I mean, it's why Lee Camp called me and said we got to do government secrets.
Yeah.
Because we'll make each other laugh while talking about all this awful shit.
Yeah.
And we have to because we were both going nuts.
And it's the only way to keep the truth alive, isn't it?
Yeah. You got to make it funny and interesting, and for your own mental health. And I think it's easier for people to consume when there's laughs around it.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of people, for obvious reasons, are like, it's too much, I can't, it's overwhelming.
I can imagine it, God, I can imagine it. It's when you start looking into this and you slowly realise everything they've said about him is a lie, and you know they're not really going after him, they're going after our freedom and our free speech and our democracy. It's
it's heartbreaking that it's your own country that's doing it.
Oh man, when you start uncovering what the U.S., the United States is a lie. The whole United States is a lie. All of it. And that's so, you're raised in this, America's great, it's number one, it's not perfect, but it's, and you're just like, no, it's all bullshit. The entire construct of America is bullshit.
I think that's why the West is coming down so much on censorship, because the internet has really let the genie out the bottle when it comes to information. It started, I suppose, in 2016 with the whole, Hillary and that was when it really came to the fore. And it was the same over here with Brexit. There was information out there on the internet for people to consume, and now they're trying to put the genie in the bottle, and it's too late.
It's too late. There's too much information out there.
Way too much.
I mean, that's the thing, like when we do government secrets, everything we've done on government secrets is stuff that is available on the internet. Not conspiracies.
Yeah.
Freedom of Information Act documents. We find a lot of stuff on Wikipedia just to go, look, if it's on Wikipedia, this is what they're admitting to.
Yeah, if you go and look, I remember looking at Yemen and trying to do an explainer on my channel for Yemen and the war in Yemen. It's like, listen, I'm going to go to Wikipedia here just so people can say, oh, look at your source, can I have a... No, I'm going to go to Wikipedia, I'm going to show you the links. This is actually what's happened with Yemen, with this so-called Arab Spring, and this is a Saudi Arabian puppet that they're trying to put in here, and we're helping them do it, and without our help, there wouldn't be a plane in the sky over Yemen, and this is a literal genocide going on. And for 7 years, they hardly talked about Yemen. In America, it was worse. Chris Hayes did a 3-minute segment on Yemen, and everybody went, "Oh, well done, well done." 3 minutes on a genocide in 7 years. You're failing miserably as a journalist if that's the case.
Yeah.
And they've ignored that for 7 years. But then all of a sudden, when it's a white European in Ukraine, everybody's worried about it. Well, you don't care about Ukraine. You only care about white Europeans. You don't care about Palestine. You don't care about Yemen. You don't care about what's happening in Syria now, and 30% of being Syria, and 83% of their daily output of oil being stolen. You just care about these white Europeans. Is it just the racist issue, or is it no? These are the wars that we are supporting. And I think it highlighted a lot for me when you had politicians over here jumping on. I'm not saying they're jumping on a bandwagon, but they're certainly jumping on the social unrest in Iran at the moment and saying, oh, aren't these women heroes? Yes, they are heroes, but have a look at the Palestinian women as well that you've ignored, and I'm talking about politicians in the Labour government here, that they've ignored, and they're, Labour friends of Israel. So you only care about the Muslims if they're the right kind of Muslims then, and they're the kind of Muslims that you can weaponise against your enemies, which are the Iranian regime. You don't really care about women's fundamental rights, otherwise you would be calling that out in Palestine and Yemen as well. But no, these are wars that we support, and this is meant to be the opposition MPs in this country. We don't have an opposition. We have two wings of the same bird, same as ever in America.
Yeah, I know. It's like if we were so... they were talking about, like, a year ago when America pulled out of Afghanistan, and everyone was like, what about the Afghan women? Well, we've been bombing them for 20 years. All of a sudden we give a shit about them? Like, what are you talking about? We didn't care nobody cared when we bombed them for 20 years. I mean, 4 presidents from both parties spent $3.5 trillion in 20 years to replace the Taliban with the Taliban.
And who was there when you bombed Afghanistan after 2000, in 2001, 2002? Who was there right beside you bombing? It's the UK. We're hand in glove. It's almost two heads of the same beast, Yeah. It's got to go.
It's got to go.
It's got to change.
So glad I ran it. I knew I'd run it. I knew I'd
run
it.
into you today. I was going to circle this place until I found you, man. Don't worry. I'm going to stalk you. How's it going, Mohammed?
Hey, how are you, sir? How are you, man?
Hey, I was wondering how tall you'd end up being. Yeah? I was like, will he end up being really short?
Is everybody taller than you, man?
Most people are, yeah. There we go. Let's do this.
This is the YouTubers all interviewing each other at the same time.
Yes, it's very meta. Yeah? Completely breaking the fourth wall. So, what brings you here to the United Kingdom?
Lee Camp and I are doing Government Secrets on October 12th. and I just did a show in Berlin and Stockholm, and so I was gonna keep traveling around Europe, but then I heard about this rally. Actually, Susie Dawson told me about this rally, so I said, well, then I'm gonna come to London early, and I really wanted to come to this rally, and I'm so glad I did. I started walking in that corner, and I've been walking all the way around to see, and I was hoping to run into Gordon, and sure enough, I did. And I knew I'd run into you at some point as well. So
fantastic. Somebody took my number, and we'll see if they end up in one of the pubs after this is done. So I don't know if you've got my number, right?
Yes, I do.
It's in your phone. So maybe drop me a message, and then that way I can drop you a message if you're still around and you want to meet up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool, man.
All right. Cool. That didn't need to be recorded.
The pub
the problem when you've got loads of space. Like, oh, I'll record this.
I'm live streaming a pub meetup later. That's
all right.
Are you live streaming
yeah,
as well?
I'm still live streaming.
Are you on YouTube?
I'm on YouTube. So I just want everyone to see too. We're standing in front of the National COVID Memorial Wall. It's got all the people that have passed away. This is pretty powerful. So I was thinking about walking around the rest of it.
Yeah, I think I'm ready. Babe, should we move on? Let's walk on. I thought I wasn't a famous man.
What meaning
I'm
is
internationally famous. How dare you?
I mean, there's no BBC, there's no Channel 4, there's no SMV, there's no, so you being independent, it doesn't surprise me. So where is our national? Where's our national?
That's a good.
Yeah, that's the other thing we're talking about. There's no real big national media.
This is
BBC, none of the other news channels are there. It's all indie media people like myself, Gordon Wahab, who just passed by. That's who's here.
I mean, we're supposed to be a democracy. Anyway.
Go on, babe. Let's walk on.
Cheers, guys.
Take care, brother.
Brilliant
Nice
to meet you.
Nice to meet you, brother. We're doing a show October 12th. Vietnam American government secrets here in London. Yeah, October 12th. Next week. Yep. No worries, brother. See you, brother. So now we're just gonna walk and show you more of the human chain.
Oh, Scandinavia, guys.
Oh, it was amazing. The show was great. There's a bunch of Assange supporters at our show in Stockholm.
Oh, fantastic.
Which were cool. And then there was Assange supporters at the Berlin show.
Oh, brilliant.
It was great. It was really it's been a lot of Assange people coming to the shows. I mean, they always come to the shows, which I love. And, it was great. And we've already, the turnout here for the London show is going to be pretty good. So it's...
Yeah, I mean, when I booked, it was like, I think there's still about 6 weeks to go, and all the VIP tickets had gone. Yeah, it's fantastic. Really popular.
It's really cool. And the thing has been fun when we do the live government secrets is we usually pick at least one segment that's related to that country.
Yeah.
Something awful that America did with that country.
You won't have to look.
No, we had too many to choose from with the UK. It's cool, and it's so much fun. I mean, we just have so much fun doing it.
When Lee came over and Lee did a show a few years ago in London just before the outbreak of COVID. I think that was the Backyard Comedy Club.
Yeah, that's where we're performing again. Yeah.
Yeah, he was. Is Eleanor?
Yes.
She's there as well playing. My missus loves her.
She's amazing. She can't come to this London show. She opened for us in Berlin and Stockholm, which was great. She's got an amazing voice. Like, it was just fantastic.
It was poetry you loved, wasn't it? At Lee Camp's. Ellen the Goldfield.
Yeah. No, she's back in Stockholm, but she opened for us in Stockholm and Berlin. Just has a beautiful voice. She's a classically trained opera singer. And Lee and I were joking. We're like, this is our opening act, and then we're going to get up there and just do dick jokes or whatever. Talk about Joe Biden should smoke weed. It might help his memory. That's.
Did you see him yesterday? He starts off with 2 words: "Made in America." Made in America. He repeated it.
Oh God, he's unbelievable, man.
We've got the bride of Chucky as our prime minister, so I can't.
Oh, she's really emotional about cheese. I heard. I saw some speech she gave about some
pork markets. They're very important. She was going to when she was trade secretary, and her great idea of trade secretary was she was going to sell naan breads to India. That's who we've got prime minister. Somebody said on Twitter that that time U2 forced everybody to have their album on the iPhone. That's kind of how the British feel about Liz Truss at the moment. It's feel as if she's been forced upon her and nobody wants her. But, hey, who knows who we'll have next week? We're changing prime ministers more often than they change socks.
Oh man.
I'm so happy with the out. I'm so happy with the amount of people that were out there.
The thing that struck me, and my audience noticed it, was all the different countries represented too.
Yeah.
I saw people from Germany, Australia, Palestine.
Yeah, it transcends. This is a cause that what I've noticed is it transcends left, right, liberal, conservative. It's like people from the whole spectrum all know how important this is, and this is obviously why they've kept the lid on it in the mainstream. Because whenever I've been on the streets and we've been on the street talking to people, when people find out exactly what's going on, the truth, they are absolutely horrified that it's going on in their name, and they would not allow it if they knew. And this is obviously why they're shutting everybody up.
Well, that's why
Hello, Calvin. How are you, mate?
Right, brother.
Good. Calvin, Lou Inspector's here, going to see you on TikTok. You've got a ban on TikTok?
I've got a ban on TikTok because jealous people have mass reported me because I reported the truth outside 10 Downing Street, and these people don't like me having a platform, they don't like me having a voice, but I tell you all, you ain't never going to stop me. You ain't never going to silence me until we get justice for your inspector. All whistleblowers are protected, and the man in Belmarsh is free.
Free Assange,
Free Assange. The truth is what we want. If you haven't got the truth, you've got fuck all, people.
You're a good man, Calvin.
haven't got
in the lungs of the Assange protests.
I mean,
you can see why.
I want to put that on a shirt. If you haven't got the truth, you haven't got fuck all. That's what I want to put that.
You'll see the difference as well between, obviously you were saying about the media with the Queen and how the media portrayed the Queen. You will suffer, everybody's really sad. When you come over here, you'll see people on the street and everybody feels like that lady who was bending our ear back then. It's not how it's being portrayed on the telly to people around the world. It's just not. Ordinary people do not feel like that at all. They feel quite aggrieved with the situation at the moment with the royal family.
Yeah, it's funny. Somebody brilliantly put this on Twitter. They took a BBC announcer covering Kim Jong-un's death. You saw that? And he put it over the Queen's. And it was like...
It was glorious.
Oh,
because if you needed a double take. Oh, right, okay, I see what they've done there. Because it could have been the footage.
It was like right on point. I was like, man, I played it on my show because I was like, it was too on point.
Stand up for your rights. None.
How many times have you been round?
We're still on our first lap.
I don't know, I passed you once already, I'm sure. Unless you've gone very slowly.
Very slowly.
I must have lapped you once.
Speaking to as many people
Oh,
as
well
possible.
done, cheers.
No, nobody. No, I didn't see anybody. The only one I saw, well, it's not even, I saw Press TV, and I said to my owners, I go, well, Press TV's here, but no BBC, no CNN, no nobody.
Press TV have been at everything. Obviously, RT were at everything until they were kicked out. But that's pretty much it.
Yeah. Everybody here, all the hearts on this wall are all people that died from COVID. Belgium. Oh shit, this guy. I gotta get this guy's.
You've been to the UK before?
Yes, but it's been 20 years.
Really?
Yeah, I haven't been to. It was, yeah, almost. It was 2003. I had a film at a film festival. It was the last time I was here, and it was awesome. And I can't believe it's been this long to get back. And that's why I'm going to Ireland. I have my grandfather was full Irish. Yeah, so I've never been.
Are you walking down to the? I live right next to it. I've never been to Ireland.
Have you been to the States?
Yeah, I was there during the 2008 financial crash. My friend killed himself as a result of it while I was over there. So I mean, I know that you lost your house as a result of it. He had, he basically had taken out a mortgage, I think, about 8 months prior. He'd actually got a payout from his mum. His mum died, and he sunk that money into his mortgage. He got like a $250,000 mortgage on a house that, after the financial crash,
Julian Assange
was worth Yo! How are you, mate? You're all right. It's good to see you. What a day! Been dealing for us now.
Are you coming down?
I'm live at the moment, so
damn.
guess what you're saying.
Guess what I say? Wake up! Now!
It's good to see you, Paul.
Rob, take care of yourself. Catch you soon. No,
I'm sorry to hear about your friend, man.
Yeah, it was awful. He ended up with an organ. You know how it went down. It was like his mortgage was worth, his house was worth. He ended up shooting himself while I was there. So yeah, my experience was awful. But you know,
I'm sorry. 6 million foreclosures, man.
I love the country. Don't get me wrong. I love the country and I love the people. But the way people were just thrown, discarded like
Dude, we're America. They've done new studies. It's more of a developing country now.
Yeah.
Because we spend all our money on war.
Healthcare, man. We've just got to get you healthcare. It's got to be the fight for your age.
I can't. Like, I'm literally like, I gotta marry a European girl because I can't afford to live.
Hitch, you got any friends? needs to marry a European.
I said I gotta marry a European girl because the healthcare is so bad. I just want to go over here real quick and show my audience everything from the bridges.
Oh, for sure.
So I just wanted to show everybody. We were way down at that bridge, way over there.
Brilliant.
And then we saw Gordon somewhere down there. I just want to show, there's Houses of Parliament. We started on that corner right in front of Big Ben, and we've walked all the way around.
Julian published two.
Stop there for a little bit for the actual hand thing. That's where we saw Gordon. We've walked all the way this way. Look at this. This is amazing. This is amazing. There's got to be minimum 5,000 people, probably closer to 7,000. And the thing that was so cool is everybody a lot of people just were walking by and started asking. I heard people ask, what's Julian Assange? And people were telling them what it was, and then they got one of these bands and joined. So, what brought you here?
Julian Assange, it's not Julian that wants us us, it's just you and I. And one by one, they're knocking down all the barriers to get to Julian. And if we don't do something, and they're coming for us, there'll be no barriers to protect us. I think that's the biggest concern. They're after us. They don't want us knowing the truth.
Yeah, well, I hope that seeing 7,000 people surrounding your building of power, maybe it will terrify them a little bit. Because they need to be afraid of us.
I think it's good. So I was scared because of the strike. We've got about 4,000 people signed up to come, and then with the strike, how many of them are going to turn up? So I was worried, so come in and see them. Is he right? It's got to be at least 6,000 people.
At least, easy. I just for people who aren't in the UK right now, there's a rail strike. So it's limited the amount of people coming in and out of the country and traveling around. So she was saying about the strike, she was worried that rail strike would limit, but it didn't slow this down at all.
The fact that people have still showed up is gospel.
Yeah.
In spite of the strike, so how many people?
That's a great question. Probably double. Who knows?
Yeah, at least 10.
Yeah, at least 10,000. At least 10,000. This is one of the coolest.
It's a moment in history.
This is a moment in history. We're all here.
In 10 years' time, Graham, there'll be 500,000 people who are saying that they were here today. I guarantee you. And there'll be it's like the 2012 Olympics. Half of this country say they went to the 2012 Olympics and watched Jess Ennis win their goal and that Super Saturday. It's like, there was only 100,000 people in the whole stadium. How can the half the country be there? But it doesn't matter. That's what it'll be like in 10 years when it's free.
Yeah. Keep walking?
Yeah, let's keep walking back there to the Parliament Square. Russell Brand said he was going to be here.
Oh, that's cool.
Hey, good to see you.
I'm getting a low battery notice, and I'm going to plug in my battery, external battery for a little bit to try to get a little more juice. My light is shut down here, so in a little bit. I want to get all the way to the end of the.
Okay, you don't want the back?
I want to get all the way to the end of the human chain.
Lo and behold, how our world is being run. Isn't that democracy?
Absolutely. People don't realise they're not really going after Julian, they're going after us. It's our rights that are being taken away, isn't it?
Exactly right. There's a French guy, Victor, who's running this Q&A.
I got a video with him earlier.
And he said that you're not really afraid of Julian Assange, because one guy knowing everything can't do a lot. What they're afraid of is that he will inform you and me about the corrupt ways they try to maintain power and order. Now they might think they're doing the best thing for us, but that's not actually democracy, guys. Sorry. If what you're doing is so great, you should be able to let us know and explain why it's so great.
Absolutely.
If you want to torture people in Guantanamo Bay, if you think that's really important, explain it. Explain why that's important, and maybe don't sign treaties against torture. You know, just admit it. We're not going to do that anymore. We're going to torture people.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And even with truth, how about that? Wouldn't that be wonderful?
Truth will give us a world of unprecedented justice, the type of information that we can have access to. Julian saw it coming, as well as a lot of the guys who are at the forefront of that, computer technology. And they preempted it. Julian saw it coming. He knew we'd need to protect ourselves and protect whistleblowers.
Yeah.
And he knew that we could really create the type of justice and the type of world that we wanted in the 60s, you know, but it just took a bit longer because, you know, Daniel Ellsberg had to photocopy the Vietnam War documents to show the public what the government was really saying was not what they were doing, and prolonging the war when they were saying they were withdrawing. So nowadays, boom, you can download, you know, upload billions of documents, and it's just, you know, obviously it takes work to go through them, but you know, the type of access that we can have it quicker, and it's authentic. And when governments try to hide things from us that they shouldn't hide from us, it's important that we have a safe way for leakers to give it to us. And that's what WikiLeaks did, and that's all they did, and that's so important to protect. And we can have a world of unprecedented peace and justice moving forward when we free Julian Assange.
Free Julian Assange. So good to meet you.
Kia ora,
So
mate.
good
Great to meet you. I love your work, man.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Welcome.
peace.
Cheers, man.
Kia ora.
Exactly, yeah.
And you know, and support for people, and so they don't get
Best way is... No, thanks, mate.
You know, have a good
We're like an hour away. We don't like them very much. So I'll let it go.
You brought the weather with you, Graham.
Yes. I was like, coming all
Brought
the way.
some of that sunny California weather with you.
I gotta have it with me at all times. I got all these jackets.
I saw Government Secrets the other week when you were talking to Lee about what you travel with. Oh my God. It's like... What were you like during COVID? You must have been walking around in a plastic bubble. Did you have one of those things, one of those suits that you put on, like a hazmat?
Pretty much. I pretty much was in a hazmat
I've never
suit.
seen somebody so healthy take so many vitamins and whatever. But I suppose if people say, oh, well, I'm not sick, I've never been, well, of course he's never been sick, he takes one of those vitamins. Do you think he's going to get sick?
Yeah, I brought.
You don't need all those vitamins, you're not sick.
That's right, exactly. I'm actually 93 years old. That's what.
Are you vegetarian?
Yes.
You are vegetarian, right?
Yes.
I'm, yeah. I fall down on that all the time. But I'm trying.
Amen. I just say to people that are meat eaters, I say you swap out one meat meal a week.
Well, we had vegetarian last night, actually. Was it vegan last night?
Nice.
So, you know, and I said I'm going to actually start buying these and just once a week just make sure that I have, you know, a vegetarian day. I just go from there.
That's all you gotta do, man. One step at a
Nice
time.
enough, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're around in London at all. Yeah, okay. 11 o'clock every day and then onwards. So 11 till 5 roughly.
Yeah, just so you know.
Matt Jade's in the house, everybody. Hi, Matty Matt. You would love it here if you were here, Matt. Dick says hello, Matt.
That's Jeremy Corbyn, ladies and gentlemen.
If you stand there, I'll take the first 50. Sorry.
Wow.
Messenger is a messenger of God. The most and Assange as well.
I'm guessing not many other members of the English government are here.
I wouldn't be surprised if there'll probably be, I would have thought, a couple from the Labour Party. There has been some good Labour Party politicians who have been at events. Richard Burgon has been at some, I've noticed Simon Sultana at some, and that's Simon Begum. But not many. Not many. Quite sad actually. But then what do you expect from that? I mean, if you've seen the Al
Did you see she's out?
Anti-Semitism thing.
Right.
That they've overblown, the Germany was going out of the party for taking the whip.
Yeah.
And ignoring other racism, actual racism, actual promotion. This lady here, she's from South America.
It's only one decision, no extradition.
But people weren't allowed to protest.
Hola, mi amor. So nice to see you here. Para apoyar. Estamos aquí, ay, mi amor, estamos aquí para con este y sin este.
Estamos aquí haciendo la cadena humana para liberar a Julian Assange, el gran... pero estoy hablando en español. Here we are doing the human change to liberate Julian Assange, the greatest journalist of our time, a publisher, a multi-award-winning journalist. He has been brutally persecuted by the state for publishing truthful and factual information on United States, United Kingdom, and allies war crimes in Iraq, Afghanistan, Syria, Yemen, Palestine, Libya, and many other countries across the world. Julian Assange must be free. Julian Assange can be free. And we must fight in this historic battle to win, or our children will be next. And your children, officers, will be next. Free Julian Assange, free the truth.
Thank you, thank you, Elsa.
Thank you so
Hey,
much.
man, you're going to have to come on, we're going to have to do that podcast.
All of them are living out of the Carini, but I stay here.
Stay here, I want to say a few words. Yeah. If you can come next to me, because that will show them,
We are here today again to express our solidarity with Julian Assange. And we want not only the freedom of Julian Assange, but we want his dignity to be restored and compensation to be paid for him. And instead, those were criminals who committed genocide through illegal, criminal, and artificial wars of Pentagon, CIA, NATO, and Bush and Blair led these illegal wars, and they went into Afghanistan, Iraq, and Syria and killed millions of people. Julian Assange has only exposed the truth about these killings, about the lies they committed. And those lies and those crimes were exposed originally by American people. They were utterly disgusted. They were sickened to see the crime committed by Pentagon and CIA. They were the first witnesses of the killing of our children in Afghanistan. and they documented them, and they released them. They released them to the world. In one of the WikiLeaks documents, it says that how come Pentagon is sponsoring makeup artists in the capital Kabul, but they are bombing the women in the villages with henna on their hands going to the weddings. That is the contradiction. They were killing our children, and they committed genocide of our children, and they created this dinosaur of Taliban, Daesh, and Al-Qaeda through ISI of Tuba Pakistan and Punjab's Murtad fascist army. So we are here. It is crystal clear that these wars in Afghanistan, Iraq, and Syria were all artificial wars, and they were based on lies, and they were designed in DPG defense policy guidance by the evil, I call him Sabopash Khalilzad, by evil Khalilzad, and they were orchestrated in Pentagon, in defense departments, planning and policy department. They killed 1.5 million people, and they looted $8 trillion worth of taxpayers' money poured into the pockets of US military-industrial complex, NATO's military-industrial complex, and they killed our children. And Julian Assange exposed the truth. Yes. Julian Assange exposed the truth. Now what Bush and Blair and Pentagon and CIA did, they criminalized the truth. But their criminalization did not stand the power of people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Their criminalization did not go to the heart of people. They rejected it. That's why people are here. They express their solidarity with the freedom of Julian Assange and the trial of Bush, Blair, Khardajal Ashraf Ghani, Khardajal Hebatak, Bajwa, and Punjab Murtad fascist Paus ISI and NATO's leaders. So we want very clearly, we want the freedom of Julian Assange, restoration of his dignity, and compensation to be paid for him.
Yes.
And also, we want the trial of the mass murderers who committed the genocide of my people in Afghanistan, these children. Look at the faces of these children. Chelsea Manning was disgusted. Chelsea Manning was disgusted. Edward Snowden and thousands of American brave men and women was utterly disgusted with these crimes. So they wrote to the Pentagon, they wrote to CIA and expressed their anger, and they released these documents, and Julian Assange only published this to us. Why do you criminalize the truth? Because you're criminal. Tony Blair and Bush must be brought to justice.
Yes.
Their acolytes, Johnson and even Brown, whoever are running these wars and responsible in the continuation of these illegal and criminal wars that resulted in genocide of 1.5 million people in Afghanistan. These children need your support for the justice. These children have gone, but their parents have urged me. Their families have urged me. My mother have urged me. My father have urged me to seek justice for them. I'm here to seek the freedom of Julian Assange, seek the restoration of his dignity, and seek compensation for him, and the trial of the killers of my children, my people, who are Bush, Blair, Pentagon leaders, NATO leaders, and the puppets they installed in Kabul, like Danpur, Pampur, Japap, Ashraf Ghani, Japap Karzai, and now they installed Khardajali Imarat, Pentagoni Imarat, Skampati Hiramandai, and Khardajali Imarat. And they have denied, for 1 year, they have denied our women to go to schools. They have banned girls' schools. Their children study in Dubai, in Islamabad, in other countries, but our sisters are barred from education. And this is not their doing. This is what Pentagon tells them to stop girls from education. It was Pentagon telling the Khardajal Imarat to make suicide bombers, to make targets for $8 trillion worth of weapons. So this is the whole picture of this evil project. And this evil project not only incarcerated and jailed Julian Assange, this evil dinosaur have killed our children and have kicked millions of people from Afghanistan and made millions of others go through PTSD. Are you aware that more than 100,000 American and NATO soldiers, they have committed suicide? Why? Because they were ordered, those young soldiers were lied to, and they were ordered to bomb a village, to bomb a house, to launch a rocket on a house. And when they went, what did they see? The mass murders of my children.
But excuse me, you were party leader. This man was supported invasion
He's a
of
criminal.
America.
I want
you were a member of this party.
No,
I know you.
I resigned from that party. I resigned from that party, and I kill him. He's a criminal.
You have to
He is a criminal.
You are hand and you are
I'm gonna say he's a criminal. I resigned from that party. He's bullshit. He's a criminal. I resigned him.
You should accept that.
Why should I accept? Why should I accept? Why should I accept?
You were the supporter of the invasion.
Why should I accept?
The supporter of the invasion.
I was in support of the invasion.
Yeah, but
I was against the invasion.
Show your real face to these people. Show your real face.
I call all the criminals, the trial of all criminals.
On your blood.
Why?
People, because you were supporter of
Listen to him. Listen to him.
You were supporter of the invasion. You were member of this party.
Wait. Did you hear him what he said?
I know him.
Okay.
Close.
What did I say?
You were supporter.
I came to this parliament.
You were criticizing
Just
me.
give me the time.
That's why
Give me the time.
against the invasion.
Give me the time. Give me the time. Wait a minute. Can you
You
cop?
have to say that.
Can
you
you?
have to say that.
Can you listen to me
You
now?
have to say that.
Can you?
You were a member of this bloody
Listen.
leader.
I call him criminal. I have resigned from that party.
Yeah?
No,
Invasion.
I am against this criminal Ahadi.
This man.
I asked for his trial because he's criminal. He's a thief.
But he doesn't believe you or what?
No, he doesn't know. He wants to show off something.
Minister.
He is showing one person.
Yeah, he was minister.
His name is Ahadi. Ahadi was a criminal. He was part of the criminal.
And million of dollars.
He's a criminal.
He's a believer.
No, I am against him. I want his trial. Do you call him criminal? Do you want him criminal?
That might cause a warning. So.
Yeah, I just had a warning go up saying, yeah, you got to get out of there.
Yeah, I think the other gentleman was mad about his support of the invasion, but that really was not what he was talking about. We're talking about Julian Assange and how Assange called it out. Somebody was in favor of an invasion initially, and then realized it was a mistake. I can't hold that person accountable. I thought it was a good idea at the time, 20 years ago. Now I really feel awful.
Built at the right time, but saying that he was wrong about the
This is where we started, folks. We were right on this corner. This is where it all, when I first started live streaming, I've been going for, God, almost 100 minutes. That's the Churchill
well, not me No, another day.
Can you hear
the Times marks the end of the event, which I didn't even, yeah, and then supporters may return to Parliament Square.
As everybody, we walked around the entire, we saw how big it was, we saw there was probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 5,000 to 7,000 people. That was pretty much it. Amazing, circled the whole thing. So really thank you everybody for tuning in. All the way around. This is the biggest human chain around Providence. And that's
to everybody who has been watching, supporting, support independent media.
I'm going to join TikTok, babe, and I'm on Instagram.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
This is not as Roger Warden says, this is not a prison. Wake up, wake up. It's not just for me, it's for you. That's what Julian Assange is about. And shame on you if you don't stand with him, because this is our only chance.
She said it, everybody.
That's it. It's people of all ages, man. Fired up. And then I'll be in New York City October 18th, Madison October 20th, Detroit the 21st of October, Cincinnati October 22nd, and then Chicago October 26th. Go to BrainMelon.com, subscribe, tour dates, Patreon.
4 to 6, so
we might as well, then. It's only an hour from now.
Okay.
The whole reason I'm here is to do government secrets. I've heard about this program. So, Lee Camp and I were at an Extinction Rebellion protest in Stockholm. So when I travel, I can cover more stuff. So I appreciate all of your support. Like, share, subscribe, and all that. I'll want to connect the dots and get the truth and shape it with justice. Thank you, Holly, for moderating. And I don't know if you're back here or not, but everybody in the chat, thank you all. Yeah, it's been kind of loud here, I know it. Thank you all so much. I appreciate it. Shake it up. Oh.